The Abbey Church Notre Dame at Fontenay is going to be a very well preserved Cistercian monastery. Now, in terms of terminology, Notre Dame simply means, or is the equivalent of St. Mary's. So you're going to see a lot of Notre Dames in France, and this is at Fontenay. So oftentimes we will say, St. Mary's at Fontenay. Just like today, we might say St. Mary's of Watertown or of Madison to differentiate it from other St. Mary's, since it's such a common name. Now, the Cistercian monks are great rivals to the Clunics. They are also a reform movement. They follow Benedictine rule, and they're founded in 1098 with two monks being involved. And then later, their figurehead becomes the very famous St. Bernard of Clairvaux, who is the last doctor of the church, the last person who really lays out how the church should function. He also plays a role after the First Crusade and some other things, but a very well-known figure. And Bernard had rules and regulations for art and architectural decoration. He basically believed that anything you're going to do should focus on worship, and it should be relatively simple. Again, a reform movement, very similar to the Clunics, or at least where the Clunics start. Inside, we see this very squat arcade, this very squat structure. So it's very short, it's very dark. It's austere and severe, very dim. The only light source is on the east side of the church, which is where the altar would be. So you're looking from the west towards the east, looking towards the altar here. And it's supposed to be symbolic of Christ being the light of the church. And so that focus on the altar, on the transubstantiation or the sacrament of the Eucharist that would happen there on a regular basis. But it doesn't create a very inviting structure. Remember, that's not what they're about. They're trying to change the way that people look at the church. They're trying to show their austerity. They're trying to show their modesty and humility, and they're trying to do it through architectural means.